Hello and welcome, as today is the 9th day of January 2018. I'm not going to make this a 2.5-minute warning video. I'll do that maybe even later in the day, closer to 10 or 11, but maybe earlier, I don't know. I'll go over some of these codes in that video. But this video will be about news after the Litecoin market has been closed, what I did. And I'm going to go over withdrawal costs and strategies to get funds to other exchanges without paying the fees or really getting paid within your trading. So therefore, everything's your own risk, own reward. But yeah, I'm just telling you what I did and just the numbers game after that. So what I did after the market closed was I withdrew several Litecoin. As why do I need to have what was close to 100 of them when I have so many codes I had buy orders for? I had to have a lot as a base currency. There was no other choice. And Litecoin is something that I want to hold throughout the year and something I want to profit take when the time is right. And that time right now is not right to sell a lot of it. So the obvious place, just throw that in my hardware wallet, and I did. And that's what I like about Cryptopia. I've enjoyed all the features that are running within them because withdrawals and deposits have been 100% successful for me within the exchange. Where I've had issues, though, with the support team was great. When for example, I ended up sending some smart coin that never arrived. And then they explained to me it's going to take a while, this is going on, and well, it took a while. They were precise to the point. So great customer service. They're unable to handle the situation of the exchanges or whatever it is, but nothing has been in any type of scam situation within them, at least from my point of view. So I ended up getting my Litecoin to my hardware wallet. I left some of them available, which will be sold up to like Bitcoin price 0.034-ish. I don't need to have sell orders north of that, because when the price goes higher than that, that's when I take Litecoin from my hardware wallet and I move them and I sell them for Bitcoin. That will be later on. I'll talk about that when that time actually occurs. But up until the meantime, I can sell my Litecoin at 0.0185 and 0.019 and 0.0205 and 0.022 and all those numbers to that number. And I'll be using Cryptopia still as one of my 4 exchanges. I did transfer codes to Polo and another one to buy low, sell high. So that is magnificent that that's available to be able to do so on multiple different exchanges. And one I can't do that on is with Bittrex, because they remove your buy and sell orders after 28 days. And my strategy is one where I have maybe 7 buy orders and 26 sell orders for one code maybe. And if they're going to get deleted every 28 days, and I got that for maybe 20 different codes, that's a major problem for me, so I cannot buy low, sell high. Only OK Cash is the only code I am doing so on Bittrex. So then, I sold some coins on Cryptopia that I was used as a vehicle to trade against Litecoin. Whatever it was, if it had 3 letters or 6 letters or whatever it was, and it was trading against Litecoin, I'd look at it. And many of the ones that were just popular enough, I'm like, if it's traded on another exchange, that's the whole point of getting those types of coins to trade against. And the ones I didn't really like too much, I sold for Bitcoin. But there were a bunch that I liked. Artbyte, Dope, ETN, Neo, Omi's Go, PC, Purecoin, Pillar, Power, Ledger, Redcoin, Ubic, Verge, Extrabytes, ZEC, and Zencash. Some for different reasons. XBY, don't know if I wouldn't be a buyer until maybe 3,000 Satoshi, but That's because it's something I've held for a while. I've already profit taked a lot so far from that code. Let's move on now and talk about the transfer fees for the big codes, the majors on Cryptopia. And for Bitcoin Cash, it's the cheapest of this list, $2.64 New Zealand dollars, so a couple US dollars maybe. 80,000 Bitcoin Cash Satoshi. Bitcoin, it's expensive most places. Polo it's 50,000 right now. That's $10. That's the cheapest I've seen on exchanges for that. And oftentimes you have no choice but to what I call pay the piper, and so be it. The Dash, million Satoshi on the Dash, $15. Ethereum, I mean, $8. It's a little expensive just to transfer, I think, but it is what it is. Litecoin, $6.79, and I was forced into that one on a half a dozen times maybe, because as I was trading the Litecoin market, when I was getting sell order city coming in, and I'd be like, oh my goodness, I had like 7 different codes sell for me today. Extra Bytes gave me like, I sold for like 25 Litecoin and Extra Bytes. I got 5 Litecoin on that coin. It was getting to the point where I'm like, well, I might as well send so many of my hardware wallet. I did a few times and I paid the price. Monero, I mean, that is really expensive at $17, but there's a lot of ones that you can withdraw that are super duper cheap. ZEC is about 19 cents New Zealand dollars. Ethereum Classic, about a half New Zealand dollar. Dopecoin, 1/5 of a US penny. And even cheaper than that is the cannabis coin. So it's basically no cost at all for the most part. DGB, this one was an interesting one. Works out to about 8 cents New Zealand, which is about 8 cents American, maybe 7. And it was the fastest transfer ever that I've had. I literally transferred like, I don't know, I think four coins at one time to Polo, which included Ethereum Classic, included DGB, and 2 others that I just can't think of right now. But after about 4 minutes or such, 5 minutes max, I thought, okay, let's just see my deposits and withdrawals on Polo and see if it's even there. And not only was it there, but it was confirmed, and I didn't sell it, but I could put my orders on. And I'm going to talk about that on the next slideshow, because if you're looking to find a strategic way to maybe get Dash or Ethereum or Litecoin somewhere else, but you don't want to pay the fees, well, let's talk about that strategy now. And within such, what you're going to need is Bitcoin. If you already have it and it's a Bitcoin that you want to send, but it's so expensive, then you've already got past step 1. But if it's Ethereum and it's Dash and it's Litecoin and so on, then what you want to do is you want to sell those codes on the Cryptopia market and get fair market price or better. Now, sometimes that's going to be harder. You have to wait maybe a day or 2. Litecoin, the day when the announcement was set that there was no more trading on their base as a base currency, the price of Litecoin was trading about 6, 7%, 5% cheaper all day on Cryptopia. Arbitrage situations were there, but if you needed to sell Litecoin on that exchange for fair price or better, you had to wait the next day. So if you're seeing the price on like the Polo and Bittrex for something like, say, on Litecoin 0.0166, well, you want to get at least that. If you can sell it, like what I notice is if there's a small bid-ask ratio differential on there, say the price is 0.0166, try to put an order in for 0.0168 or 1675, something that's higher than that. And then when the sale comes in, you'll have your Bitcoin, and now you're going to need to buy that cheap code that you want to send, like the DGB, the cannabis, and whatnot. And you want to buy that cheaper than its market cost as well. Now, why I like the DGB is because now I've only ever made one transfer for that coin, and it worked out to be like 4 minutes. And within such, if I'm seeing I can buy it maybe 3 Satoshi cheaper than that price on, say, Cryptopia, I'll buy it, then I'll send it to, say, Polo or Bittrex, whichever site. And if it's going to take a quick time, I can then sell it on that market 4 minutes later, thus getting a profit on the trade. That can literally happen. It costs you just pennies to send it, and then 0.02% to trade it to there, and whatever else, and another sell, you're going to pay another small fee, but it'll work out that you will get small profits in your favor. So that would be one situation, but the secret would be for time. Say you're buying whatever code you can transfer at 3,000 Satoshi, that's selling for, say, 3,040. It could take maybe 30 minutes or an hour for that transfer, and the price could go down and you might lose on the situation. But hey, the price could go up even further and you get more of a profit too. So it makes it an interesting aspect towards this game. So thank you for tuning in to what was the longest opening video of the day. A 2.5 minute warning video will come out in the next hour or two.